You ever met those people on vacation who think the world revolves around them? The ones who steal your spot, laugh in your face, and walk away like they own the beach? Well, this couple met their match. Because when they took our loungers, the ones we'd sat all week, they didn't just steal a seat. They set off a subtle revenge that saw them sitting in the sun all day, waiting for a battle that never arrived. And the best part? They hadn't even noticed we'd already escaped the island. If you've ever had someone disrespect you in the most petty, condescending manner possible, this one's for you. Hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for one of the most understated but rewarding revenge narratives you'll ever listen to. This took place a couple of summers back, when my wife Sophie and I went on a long overdue holiday to St. Lucia. We'd both been on brutal shifts. I'm an engineer, she's a nurse, so we budgeted for months for this break. The resort was lovely. White sand, soft waves, and that ideal combination of tropical sounds and serene luxury. We got to the beach early the morning of our first day, chose a couple loungers beneath a large almond tree, enough shade to stay cool, and close enough to the tiki bar. It was our place. Every day for nearly a week, we had breakfast, stroll down, and unwind there, reading, sipping fruit drinks, or just listening to the waves crash. Then they arrived. A new couple, mid-30s, loud, overly tanned, matching designer sunglasses. They had that "we're better than you" aura from the moment they checked in. We caught the woman, shall we say Vanessa, eyeing us a couple times, eyes darting to our chairs as if she were scheming. Sophie caught sight of too and whispered, "She's completely eyeing our place." I dismissed it. It's a beach. No one owns it. But my wife, she has a sixth sense where people who are petty are concerned. Our final morning arrived at last. We intended to take one more swim before leaving. When we went down to the beach, I came to a standstill. Our loungers, the very same ones we'd occupied each and every day, were already occupied. Fresh towels, a sun hat, a tote bag, but no people anywhere. The loungers were reserved by nobody. We stood there bewildered. Not even 8 a.m. Sophie's face set. "It's them," she said matter-of-factly. Vanessa and her boyfriend. We didn't want to begin our final day in a fight, so we brushed it off and chose a different location, a little further down the beach, under the scorching sun. Not bad, but not ours. By lunchtime, the couple did finally walk in, behaving like stars. Vanessa glanced straight at me as they walked by, then leaned over and giggled at her boyfriend, not even attempting to conceal it. That's when Sophie grumbled. They didn't take only our chairs. They wanted us to see it. And like that, it wasn't about the chairs anymore. That evening, packing for our flight home, Sophie was still seething. She added a bottle of sunscreen to the bag, then hesitated. "You know what?" she said. "Let's make them have what they deserve." The scheme was straightforward, elegant, petty but exquisite. We set our clocks for 6 a.m., hours before the resort staff even began leaving out towels. We crept down to the beach, the sand still chilled underfoot. The waves were tranquil, sky pink from dawn. It was serene, the prelude to poetic justice. We took the two loungers under the almond tree, our loungers, and dressed them up like we were going to spend another day there. Fresh towels, carefully folded, our remaining sunscreen, and two inflatable rafts, leaning against the chairs as if we just stepped out to grab breakfast. Sophie eyed it and smiled. Perfect. Then we left, straight to the airport. Later that afternoon, waiting for our flight, we grabbed coffee and gazed at the ocean through the terminal window. Sophie smiled at her phone. "I bet they're down there now," she said, guarding our loungers, waiting for us to arrive. We both laughed, not out of spite, but out of clean closure. They had borrowed something that wasn't rightfully theirs, and now they were trapped in their own little waiting game. Too proud to budge, too petty to yield. And knowing people like them, they probably spent half the day glaring around, waiting to see who would have the nerve to take their spot. Meanwhile, we were already 30,000 feet high, sunburned, relaxed, and totally at peace. Some revenge does not require shouting, arguing, or confrontation. Sometimes silence is the sweetest justice, seeing pride entrap the guilty in their own game. Sophie didn't outwit them. She gave them just what they deserved, a hot, lengthy lesson in humility. If that made you smile, give this like, and let us know in the comments. What's the pettiest revenge you've ever managed to exact that still makes you smile to this day? And don't forget to subscribe for more true stories where karma always pays a visit, sometimes with a beach towel.